right, I'm here right now with the All-Americans, too. You guys didn't get the side of the field you wanted because you lost the toss. Can you give us just a little bit of insight into how you're going to play this game now? Because I'm sure you took and you had one plan set up for the other way. So,
well, what we plan on doing is just doing a hard push all the way across the field. Instead of one side pushing off once, just all sides.
So basically what you're going to do is form a scrimmage line and work your way up and just kind of take it from there. Right? All right, you heard what the All-Americans are going to do. I'm here right now with the Minnesota Terminators. Guys, what kind of strategy? Evidently you won the coin toss, so you got the side you wanted. So how are you going to play it?
We're going to pretty much push our left side pretty hard. We're going to put most of our guys there, some backup, some guys that cover for it, move them up as quick as we can. There's some key bunkers we want to get them to as quick as we can get in there and get those spots. We'd like to end it as quick as possible.
Yeah. Evidently you took the side that you wanted, and it seems like all the teams that are winning the coin toss is taking that. Is there a reason for it? Do you think that one side is just a little bit better than the other, maybe?
A little more cover, the other side's a little more open, I think, and it's probably easier to get more guys through there.
All right, here's a question for you. What do Maryland and Minnesota have in common? Well, think about it. They're both states. Both states start with the letter M, but most important, they both have great paintball teams. All-Americans, too, from Maryland, and the Terminators from Minnesota.
Both teams broke out fast, but the Minnesota Terminators only got one person up to the bunker. The rest of them are staying deep.
But we're just barely dipping into the action for the 1995 World Paintball Championships, which are brought to you by National Paintball Supply, the leader in paintball products with the player in mind. Whoa, Nellie, duck your head. There are paintballs flying everywhere. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Orlando, Florida for the Deuces coverage of the 1995 World Paintball Championships being held at Paintball World. I'm David Sparks, and with me is Jerry Braun, editor of the Paintball Sports magazine. Jerry, we got a couple of teams, one out of Minnesota, the Terminators, and another out of Maryland.
The All-Americans, too.
Right. Talk about them.
Well, the All-Americans, too, are the sister team of the All-Americans who were world champions 2 out of the last 3 years. All-Americans, too, have enjoyed tremendous success as an amateur team as well, winning several tournaments in recent years at the national level. Minnesota Terminators, though, they come from the cold. They're a hardy bunch of people, and they're down here to play paintball and take some glory back and some Florida sunshine back to Minnesota.
Dusted the snow off of those boots and get ready for this beautiful weather down here.
You got it.
Not only is this sport reached unprecedented popularity in this country, but it is now enjoying a worldwide following. Jerry, you want to talk about that a little bit?
The growth of paintball worldwide has been phenomenal, David. I mean, England has enjoyed it for several years, and I guess there are more people per population that play in England than play in the United States and Canada. It's now on the European continent as well. It is now in Eastern Europe. In fact, I think we had a Russian team here at this competition. South America as well as North America, Australia. It's even taken foothold in Japan and the Far East.
I can't get used to some guy standing under the Tower of Big Ben going, tea and crumpets and then a little paintball, mate.
I think we're going to have to.
Roll with the times, huh?
You got it.
All right. A lot more action just ahead, so please stick around.
Be a part of the world's fastest growing sport, paintball, and come to the National Paintball Supply for all your game accessories. National Paintball Supply is the world's largest paintball supplier with over 1,600 items to choose from, including masks, guns, paintballs, and much, much more. At National Paintball Supply, you'll find a huge selection, knowledgeable staff, and of course, the best prices. So if you're interested in playing the fastest growing sport in the world, aim for National Paintball Supply, where you're sure to hit your target. 1-800-346-5615.
We have the Minnesota Terminators up rather far. They are not conceding a thing to the All-Americans, too. They're way close to the middle.
Minnesota Terminators wearing pink armbands going right to left. And as you're looking at the screen, All-Americans, too, wearing green armbands going left to right.
We have a Terminator hit. First casualty, a Minnesota Terminator is hit and out.
Spilling paintballs out of his loader. I guess that's the ultimate way to give things up, Jerry. Again, with the Terminator out, that means that All-Americans, too, are up by 3 points because you get 3 points for eliminating a man. Jerry, what about the rest of the scoring?
Well, you get 10 points if you pull a flag first, and you get 60 points if you hang your opponent's flag in your flag station. Judges checking him out. Another Terminator is out. 3 more points for the All-Americans, who lead 6-0.
Replaying this on slow motion, that was the Terminator who was crawling backwards, and as he got it on the back, that eliminated him from the game. As Jerry just said, Terminator's down now by 2 people, meaning 6 points for All-Americans, too.
The All-Americans are starting to move and challenge the center. They are moving up and challenging the center. They are devastating with their long ball shots. They've already eliminated 2 Terminators, and they're laying a lot of paint. Here comes the Terminator that was crawling. Gino, a lot of these paintballs are going to be shot at the 1995 World Championships. Just what are they made of?
Jerry, these paintballs are made in pharmaceutical companies, and the shell is made out of the same material used in vitamin E, and the fill is food coloring.
So I guess they're environmentally safe?
Oh, they're safe.
So trees don't have to worry about getting shot, just players.
You got it.
And the players who are most worried about getting hit are the Terminators, since they are down by 2, meaning that All-Americans has a full complement of 10 players against 8 for the Terminators. Jerry?
And what's even more of concern to the Terminators, the All-Americans are pushing. You've got an All-American on the near tape line at about the 35-yard line, moving up. Oh, you've got a Terminator out. You've got another Terminator out, David.
Which brings the score, All-Americans 9, Terminators still nothing. All-Americans, by the way, losing paintballs like mad as they bounce out of that. I don't know how they're going to carry on like that. That person's going to be out of ammunition very shortly.
They may not need much ammunition the way they're moving. Look at how they are situated. They are poised for a complete domination of the center. The Terminators are back. They can't move. They're communicating. If they sweep out that bunker, they're going after the bunker. Another Terminator out. Another Minnesota Terminator out. Hang on, baby. Going after the bunker on camera, too.
Close to the 50-yard line, by the way, means that they are 300 feet past their flag station. The entire field is 600 feet in length and 240 feet in width, so a lot of room to move around.
Another Terminator hit. Another one out.
12-zip, All-American. Let's go to Fred Schultz and find out exactly what's happening.
Evidently, you got eliminated. Where'd you get hit? Oh, I see it right there on the loader.
Yeah, tried to make a move up the left and got one in.
This thing's kind of going like you guys had planned, or
they're getting us a little better on the longer ball.
They are.
A little bit better on the longer ball. They've got a couple up on us, I think, right now.
Oh, they are, huh?
The long
but
ball.
you guys, do you have good positions? Do you have key positions?
We had some positions we wanted. They're just getting us better on the long ball, we thought.
They are, huh? Okay, well, hang in there. Wish you a lot of luck. That was another Terminator coming off. Where were you located exactly on the field when you got eliminated?
I was in the center. I moved over to the left, and I lost the 2 guys that were backing them off.
Is that right? Is your left weak right now, or?
Extremely.
It is, okay. So you were the last hope over on the left, right?
Now we got a couple guys up front of us, but they were not looking too good at the moment.
We hear they're long balling you, so they must be reaching right out and touching you.
Yeah,
huh?
they were. That's how I got it. In the back middle there.
Is that right? All right, wish you a lot of luck, man. Thanks a lot.
Jerry, when they say they're getting hit by the long ball, is that poor strategy on the part of the Minnesota Terminators, or is that just good shooting on the part of All-Americans, too?
It's good shooting on the part of the All-Americans, too. Long balling means that they are shooting them from great distances, at least 150, 200 feet, and making the shots count. But right now, it's not long ball. Right now, the All-Americans are up in the face of the Minnesota Terminators. They're around their 40 to 50-yard line. They keep moving.
Again, to remind everybody, All-Americans 2 wearing green armbands moving left to right. Minnesota Terminators, pink armbands moving right to left.
And there's one of the very few All-Americans 2 players that's back close to his own flag station. There's Chris Cole again. Chris has already moved up to around his 40-yard line. He's kind of surveying the scene.
'18-year-old Justin Andre, one of the youngest competitors out here, says nothing about his fierceness. We're going to be right back after a short time out.
You've busted your back. You've nearly drowned yourself, and you're
on the field. I'm a stockbroker, and we have a lot of different kinds of jobs on this team here, and that's one way that we do it. This team is comprised of professionals, business owners, students, from the whole spectrum of just a cross-cut of society. You know, it's not a bunch of military guys or anything. We're people just like you and me.
So ever since you started playing paintball, you stopped kicking your dog?
Absolutely. Never kicked my dog in the first place, but yeah, this is a great way to get your aggression out. It's great for both sexes. It breaks down the gender barrier. Doesn't matter whether you're male or female. Big guy like me, skinny guy like him. All you have to have is a finger, be able to do that, and that's it. Anybody can do it.
Gee whiz, he's big, he's politically correct in everything he says, he's a stockbroker, he's got a job, he's a paintball player. That's a lot to say. As we pick things up, there are 4 Terminators out, meaning the score. All-Americans 12, Minnesota, still no points. Jerry, All-Americans 2 moving very aggressively, somewhat of a mismatch in terms of the score at this point. Did you expect this kind of an imbalance?
No, but that happens sometimes in paintball. If early eliminations occur, a team that had a plan, they find themselves down players, they've got to alternate, they've got to regroup. The other team can congeal into a coordinated force and just blow their opposition away.
Give me a 0! Hold on. Give me a 0! Give me a 0!
Ref just jumps in, checks out Chris Cole, finds out that he's clean or has not been subject to a direct hit, moves away.
And you can see the Minnesota Terminator bunker position. They've got one player and another player in the 2 back bunkers, but they are hunkered down. They're not able to do anything. Those bunkers are on about the 40-yard line of the pink team. The Minnesota Terminators, they've got, there you go. You've got another player, another Minnesota Terminator hit that brings them down to 5 players up.
All-Americans 15 now, with Minnesota still looking for points on the board. Nothing.
Right now. Looking good. Yes. We hear the long ball in you guys quite a bit. Where were you exactly when you got eliminated?
Well, I was running up into one of the front bunkers.
So you were on your left side then, right?
Yeah, we were on the left, and I was coming up to help one of my buddies out.
You're about the third player from your team just come off that was on that left side. You got eliminated.
Yeah,
so
they're dicing the, we wanted to hammer on it, and they're hammering on it too, though. So.
Well, it's not over. I wish you a lot of luck.
Yeah, thanks.
Good luck.
We've got the All-Americans still pressing. Very, very few of them are deep. A couple of them are out there within their 20-yard line. We've got a Terminator making a move. A Terminator charged to the bunker on its 50-yard line. There's an All-American, the first All-American eliminated on a charge. The first All-American's been eliminated. So the score now stands 15 for the All-Americans, 3 for the Terminators. We have another Terminator that's been eliminated, and that makes it 18 points for the All-Americans and 3 for the Minnesota Terminators.
Reminding people of the scoring, if one team gets completely put out, that's 30 points there. Then the flag pull, first flag pull is 10 points. Flag hang is 60 points for a total maximum points of 100.
How about that, please?
If I missed that thing right in front of me, I'd never look at
There's an exciting and a rather dangerous situation which is unfolding here. All-Americans 2 now has their captain, Joe Munoz, up on his 45-yard line, and he's covering his own All-American 2 player squirreled in the bunker on the 50-yard line. Now, against a Terminator in a nearby bunker. So what he's got is a situation where he's covering his own player against another guy who's got him pinned down.
Pretty hard out there right now.
We're blowing the right tape.
Yeah, they're having a little trouble over there. That's what they were just telling me.
All right, I charged the bunker. The guy took me out. I didn't make it.
How many people do they have on that left side, your right side right now? You know?
I think 2.
They have 2 left? So you guys evidently are making your push right now. Yes. All right. Appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
Only one magazine covers the world of paintball. Paintball Sports Magazine. Paintball Sports Magazine takes you to the game fields in the United States, Canada, Europe, Latin America, and the Far East for an up-close view of the action and excitement. So don't delay. Have your credit card handy and call.
We're back. We're still shooting paintballs. All-Americans have a huge lead. They are 18. Minnesota Terminators sadly in arrears with only 3 points.
And the lead has increased. There's another Terminator out. We're looking at the slow motion replay. Another Terminator out. It's now 21-3. The Terminators have 3 players left on the field against 9 for the All-Americans.
You're going, Blake. Hey, the ball! That's it! You're going! Way back! Way back!
No, another Terminator is out. 2 players left in the Terminators.
One of the biggest things is checking out the splat table right here. As you can see, manned by Leslie and Jim Anderson. It's a big thing after the game is over or during the process of the game that each player checks out so they can see which player was eliminated, which player was left alive, because there is points for each eliminated player. So every elimination counts. So it's very important that each team checks in as they leave. If they don't check in, they don't get those points. After the game is over, they still need to check in if they're alive. If they do not check in alive and just go back to the staging area, they are counted, eliminated, and that costs our team some points. So as you can see, this is a pretty important part of this whole situation right here.
Put what Fred just said into your mental computer, whirl it around for about 10 minutes, and you're going to come out with this. The score is All-Americans 2 with 24 points and Minnesota Terminators with just 3. Looks dark, Jerry.
It looks even darker with its attack by the All-Americans on the Terminator flag.
Wait a minute. It looks to me as though Chris Cole, All-Americans 2, was hit and continued to fire, Jerry. That's against the rules.
Dave, if you continue to play at all, either fire, grab a flag, or move, once you're hit, it's an infraction which can cost you not only your elimination, but another player's elimination as well.
Meanwhile, one of Chris Cole's teammates on All-Americans 2 grabbed the flag and is on that much-vaunted 600-foot-long run.
And we saw that the last Terminator has been eliminated.
Come on, I gotta tell you, Scott, I can't help to have you as my unbiased referee. Jerry, shut up.
Again, only a player that is not hit can take a flag in or can continue to play. And he was just making sure, his teammate checking him out, that he had no hits on him.
He checked his watch to make sure that he was within the time limit, because you run out of time, you can't hang the flag, no points.
No points, and this is 60 points for a flag hang. He's moving back very deliberately. They are making sure his teammates are sweeping the field, making sure that they have all of the Terminators eliminated. We know from the booth that they do, but they have to make sure down at the field. He's being checked again by a teammate to make sure he is clean of marks, of hits, and he's going to hang the flag.
And with that hanging of the flag, we have a 100-6 victory on the part of All-Americans 2. Now let's bear in mind the fact that this was a very convincing win. Not only did they eliminate all of the Terminator players at 3 points a player for a total of 30 points, they also pulled the flag for 10, and as Jerry just noted, hung the flag for an additional 60. So they got the maximum allowable points in the game. And if that ain't winning, I don't know what is.
Let's go back and replay to the All-Americans attack on the Terminator flag. We see Chris Cole coming in. He is firing on a Terminator defender. He gets hit. He takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots. Even if he hit the Terminator first, to keep playing after you're hit is a dangerous thing indeed. We also are seeing the sweep of the All-Americans, a very convincing sweep around their left side toward the Terminator flag. They're coming in from the middle and from the left side. There is virtually no stopping them at this point. It is an impressive victory indeed, David.
I'd say that this amateur team has a huge future in front of them, and perhaps some of the players on their team are going to crack the pro ranks one of these days.
It was a convincing win indeed, and it was done from a side of the field where you had to power the middle in order to win. The All-Americans, too, not only powered the middle, but they also powered their left side, swept the bunker area, and swept into the flag station.
Okay, nice analysis, and we'll be right back after this short timeout.
All right, I'm here right now with one of the Minnesota Terminators. You guys played a real good game. What went wrong? You won the coin toss, you got the side of the field you wanted, but it seemed like your left side was just kept falling apart. What happened?
We had a lot of guys over there, and they hit us quick, and our back guys got long balled right away. And
yeah, they were talking about a lot of long balling going on out there. So the guys up in the front were actually a little safer in this time than the guys in the back.
They're the ones who ended up holding in as long as they did and stuff. They got some key eliminations for us, but not enough. And they just
if you had to do it over again, what would you change on this? What would you do a little different?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Those long balls really hurt us.
Yeah.
We like to get in there as quick as we can, but spread it out a little more, I guess.
But hey, I won't hold you up anymore. I appreciate it very much, your time, okay? And good luck in the future, all right?
Good job, Russ. Good job, Russ.
You know, setting up the field for this competition was no small amount of work, I can guarantee you that. Paintball World's manager, Larry King, tells us all about it.
Well, basically, we wanted an open field, but at the same time, we wanted to have a lot of cover for the players. So we trimmed the palmetto tops down to about chest level, where a player could stand up and see all the way across the field, but could duck back down to avoid the paintballs at the same time. And we also trimmed the tree limbs up to about a 14-foot level to give plenty of room for the cameras to look down on the players and be able to see them. Paintball World is very unique in its location. We are within walking distance of hotels, restaurants. We're 2 miles from Disney World, 10 minutes from Universal, so we're in a perfect location to attract any tournament teams down or any tournaments, as well as for the local people visiting, as well as for tourists coming in to visit. And they can also play paintball while they're here.
Do you ever get a situation where a family comes down to Disney World and one of the parents runs off with the kids to Disney World and the other one says, I'm going to go play paintball?
That happens occasionally, but you'd be surprised at how many families come out and play paintball.
Really? Okay.
Absolutely.
That's great. Families with kids from 8 to 92 all playing paintball. I guess families that shoot paint together, look colorful together, and stay together. That's what America is all about. Well, all right. Moving along, the 1995 World Paintball Championships are brought to you by National Paintball Supply, the leader in paintball products with the player in mind. That's going to wrap it up from Orlando. Hope you enjoyed the tournament. For my broadcast partners, Jerry Braun and Fred Schultz, I'm David Sparks. See you next time playing paintball. Bye-bye, everybody.